can I jump across here? Space already occupied. What about over here? Building highways. This is a pretty crowded proposition that I'm trying to get through. Alright, so we can go over this way. It's not the best looking solution, but we're trying to fit ourselves into a pre-existing city here. Minimal disruption to the populace. Grab the curved road. And can I get through here without bulldozing anything? Yes, yes I can. Great. Although those residents aren't too happy about the overpass that's coming their way. Okay, so this will be fine for now. Well, we can afford to, so let's stretch it out the rest of the way. Maybe it doesn't need to be quite this high. Page down. And let's see, how sharp of a turn can I make here? That's pretty sharp. And we can stretch back. Maybe that was too sharp a turn. And we'll page up again. Look back in. Alright, so this is our north-south highway for the new section of this city. And now we just need to get these guys hooked up. Let's see, definitely a series of on and off ramps here, and a series of on and off ramps right in the new part of the city. And yeah, a good merge between the two highways. Let's see, how are we gonna do this? So first of all, traffic in this direction. Page down. Do I need to use off-ramps, or can I just have the highway break off like this? Page, use the curving tool. Start moving to the side, page up. And too short a distance. Alright. So, curved. And then page up. Can we attach? Space already occupied. Straight line tool. Attach. Alright, so that might work. As for people wanting to go the other way, so people coming back, we can attach in like this. People from the other side who want to go south, I guess they could get on the highway and then go all the way around. For now, that's might be what we need to do. Let's hook up here first. Alright, so now the reverse, these are massive interchanges. And not the nicest looking ones either. Alright, so not the best, but we'll go with that for now. Let's get everything else hooked up. Meanwhile, we've got a massive pile up here. I think the trains are definitely not helping this situation. Let's elevate these trains here. Oh, did you just see that train? Oh man. But yeah, maybe this will clear up our little traffic problem a little. It's not clearing up the train traffic problem, but it cleared up our road traffic problem just a little. And since these guys have nowhere to go on this highway, they're ignoring it for now, but we'll solve that soon enough. Let's see. An exit, we can drop them off over here. I'll probably want to run the 6th lane underneath, and these guys are having a bit of a death problem. Or is that a sickness? Let's see. These guys are... There's a dead person waiting to be picked up, and this person... Ah. Alright, we have all sorts of dead people waiting to be picked up. Do we have a crematorium in this end of the city? Maybe we don't. We do not. Alright, let's drop one of those then. Maybe one over here. And the train track intersection, Rogue Jackal, suggests we'd have better luck if it was longer than a train length. Alright, let's give that a try. So that's longer than a train length. And this too could be longer than a train length. Space already occupied. Well, that's an interesting looking curve. Alright, let's see how they deal with this. Will they distribute themselves? Oh, that wasn't even hooked up because of the bridge. Okay, we could have them intersecting on the bridge. Alright, let's see what they make of this. They'll have more alternatives, so far so good, except for that weird little section where the last 3 trains felt temporarily derailed. We could adjust the line. Let's see. Does our passenger line automatically adjust? We can... can we do this? Drag to add stop. I would like the line to reroute itself. And potentially relieve stress from, say, the cargo trains, and the trains coming into the city. They are using the other lines. Do we need to get rid of the internal stuff here? Let's see if that helps. Force them to use this turn here. Alright, so for now, let's see if that'll help things. And we've got some other problems here. I'm not entirely sure why the trains just wait like that. It is quite the tight squeeze underneath the highway, or the 6th lane, but I don't think that's what's going on. And this guy chose to go around the long way rather than go out this way, even though I left them a path. Not sure I understand the train routing logic, but We'll leave that be. Let's finish our highway with some off-ramps. And let's grab a 6-lane. Maybe with some trees. We'll swing this underneath. It's already occupied. And the pylons are in the way if I want to get underneath. Alright, let's pretend we're extending off into the rest of the city here. We'll have this one head south slightly, like this, and then we'll start using the curve road tool. Start bringing this around. That. And we'll add on and off ramps to connect up to this thing. So first, an off ramp. Maybe connecting here. And a simple thing like that. Let's make that curvy. Alright, that's simple enough. Nice long off ramp, and then we'll need an on ramp, which we can place maybe right here. Okay, and assuming we are going to extend the highway down, we'd probably want some stuff to connect to the other lane then. So let's see. An on-ramp. Can I extend one out from here? Is there space for that? It's a little tight. Maybe over here. Alright, so that works. And then we'll want an off-ramp. Perhaps right here. That'll work. They spit out into the same intersection, which might not be great. I suppose we could put the off-ramp over here instead. Yeah, that works. Sort of. And people are starting to use this highway. Excellent. But did that do anything to help our traffic problem? And why do I have so many dead bodies waiting to be picked up? Death care. Plenty of capacity. Must be a traffic thing. Alright, so we've got nice, good, green. Oh, that's the death care distribution. Alright, so we've relieved some of the traffic here. I'd like to think it was this highway, but it was all from elevating that railway there. Meanwhile, the airport is super busy. Let's see if the airport is getting a little more use. See when the next plane comes in, but the airport probably wants an on-off ramp as well, so let's try going over here. Now, first of all, we'll go off-ramp, off here, right by the airport, and then maybe an on-ramp as well. And they can go and meet up with a 6 lane. On ramp. Straight tool. Alright, let's try this again. So first on-ramp, and then an off-ramp. Alright, nice. Let's see if anyone uses that. But now for this side of the highway, and I did want to find out if anyone was using these planes. Let's see, 70 out of 200 and 17 out of 200. Alright, so not really the most efficiently used airport, and we should probably go and elevate some of these rail lines here too. They do seem to be holding up the ambulances, which isn't great. Rail, page up. Page down. And it should be interesting watching the train deal with that little hill. No problem. Alright, nice. Has that cleared up our traffic problem at all? Why are all these guys coming through here? They could hop on the highway briefly and then take that to wherever they're going. Maybe we should follow some of these guys who are on this huge bit of backed up traffic. Transporting patient for treatment. That poor patient. Alright, let's speed this up slightly. We've got a lot of traffic issues here. I mean, we're now hooked up to a highway that could potentially alleviate some of this. But the ambulance is not happy. Alright, we could run a parallel 6-lane. That might help. We've got some traffic coming off the highway here. Let's get things joined up with the other side. We'll do some off-ramps there too. Right, so an off-ramp that'll curve around like this. Let's try that. Page up. And then straight-ish, but curving around. Like this perhaps. Page down. Space already occupied. Alright, so that's not bad. People are exiting right there, so there's definitely demand for that. And then we'll just have a similar looking on-ramp. I don't know if they all need to be coming on and off the same place. Let's see. Or getting on at the same place. And, oh, so this is actually poorly planned. It's on the wrong side of the road. Let's build that again then, but in reverse. Okay, so we'll build an on-ramp, but to the other side of the highway. And I guess we can build that out from here. Too close. Page down. And hook right back up. Alright, so that should work a little better for people wanting to go the other way. And now for people wanting to get off the highway, going this way and going over here, we can get one of those going. Let's see, over this way. can we connect up here? Yes, we can. Alright, let's see if people actually take this. This is a sort of a demented heart-shaped roundabout, and we are causing some traffic problems. With this. Yeah, if they could maybe meet up beforehand. Or have a longer off-ramp. Let's try the longer off-ramp first. Okay, good. So they can merge in like that, and they've got more space to back up. Let's see if that works any better. No one's picking up the dead, that's not good. Okay, good, we're merging in nicely and they go right onto the street and into the city. Alright, so there's our custom built on-off ramp. Traffic's flowing nicely enough. But we've got a major problem with the dead. The dead apparently are starting to pile up everywhere. So this area is more or less okay. Let's look at death care. We've got one crematorium here. No accumulated dead, so that's fine. We've got 2 corpses here and a crematorium here, but maybe we need one more internally as well. Let's see, what's wrong with this house? Nothing in particular? Yeah, I don't know if this road is safe. It does sort of jerk around from left to right, and these guys are probably going at pretty high speeds too. But we do need someone to come by and take care of these corpses. Let's see, do we have bigger problems elsewhere? We've got a few corpses in here. What's traffic looking like? It shouldn't be a traffic thing. Although now that we own this end of the city, we have space to run a highway down here and maybe relieve some of this traffic. What I really want to do is run a highway down the center of town here. And this thing, we've got some major problems here. We could try demolishing this, maybe putting in a traffic circle or some sort of an alternate. Let's see, where are all these cars trying to get? Let's follow this. This guy's driving to a park with trees. Well, I mean, these guys do have alternates. They don't have to be taking their cars. There's a train station right here. There's another train station up there. We've got subways that they could be using. How many passengers do I have riding these trains? 7 out of 240. So, apparently this isn't a very popular line. And what about this train? We are 11 out of 240, 32 out of 240. Not really worth it, but I don't mind spending a little extra money on transit there. What about over here? We've got a huge lineup of trucks that are getting off at our cargo train terminal. Most of them are feeding into the oil industry here. But some of them do get onto local traffic. It's an oil truck going to the gourmet fish stick factory. It does disturb me that an oil truck from our crude oil production region is carrying oil to a fish stick factory, implying that they fry their gourmet fish sticks in crude oil. Alright, so this highway probably needs to be adjusted. They have to go all the way to our dead end before they can get back into the rest of our city. But traffic's not bad. They move along at a pretty decent click here. And there we're passing under our rail bridge. Some of our 6-lane motorways. So that's quite the long drive just to get over to the fish sticks. When I think it would have... So the fish stick plant is right by another rail station. So I also have a rail cargo station over here. So wouldn't it make more sense for them to drop off over here? Maybe there's too much rail traffic, or maybe we're overthinking things. And meanwhile our jet planes aren't really at capacity either. So we've built out all this fancy stuff for our people. Nice little passenger train stations, rail stations, but either our population is too small, or we just put them in bad spots. Okay, so if I want people to get onto this highway a little more easily, we would want an off-ramp that loops around and hooks in here. So let's do that. We'll get an off-ramp going right here. And let's have this curving around. Let's see, off-ramp right here. And start bringing that down slightly. Page down. And we are using the curved road option, so around like this maybe. And then can we hook into the road? Is there enough space for that? Battlemonger is not impressed with my intersections. Sure, they don't look great. I hope they do the job. Let's see, can we get in here? No, I don't think I left myself enough room. We could just build the off-ramp off of this ramp here, or this down section of highway, and then curve it right around. Let's see, off of here, page up. Is that gonna work? This might not work. Page down. Curvy section, curve around. Alright, so sharp turn. And can we join up again? Okay, good. So now that crude oil truck, when it's delivering its oil to the gourmet fish sticks, can hop onto this highway, which will take them a more direct path towards our old industrial zone. That seems fine. Hey Crazy Hades. Not to worry, I'll play some more Off-World later, unless your RIP Off-World refers to something else. Okay, so some trucks are using our new off-ramp. Sure, that it's a bit of a hairpin turn, and people will have to observe the traffic signs telling them to reduce their speed. But it works, so, you know, at least we've got that. And let's see, people coming from this direction, which isn't really relevant right now because I haven't built anything out to the south. We'll build that off-ramp out later. This off-ramp though, people are coming in this way. I think that was the only one we needed for now until we start building out and using the rest of our highway. Alright, so what are the people saying on Twitter? They're not happy with the oil. Alright, that's understandable. No one's picking up the dead. That's still a problem. And electricity. Electricity's fine. Water, we could use another water pump. Let's get this guy hooked up to the grid there. Alright, so picking up the dead. We've got a few corpses over on this end that need dealing with. They're right beside a medical clinic, but perhaps they also need a crematorium. So let's see, we've got lots of crematoriums around. Well, maybe not. One over there. I suppose we could drop a crematorium right where the dead are accumulating. Where are the other corpses? Oh, that's cool. We've got, is this just an office tower with a helipad on top? The Gigastore has its own helipad. That's some serious business. Awesome. Alright, so Emma Lewis is complaining about noise. This is the Gigastore. It is commercial. I don't know why she's complaining. Commercial zones are supposed to be loud. Alright, well, we'll close that off. I think our death problem is mostly under control. Someone died in the Mall of Moderation, but they were just picked up there. A few corpses over in the what used to be the new city, and now I guess is the intermediate U city after we expanded out to here. Alright, let's see what our crematorium coverage is like here. It's pretty good actually, but if I have space to drop something else, maybe down here, I guess I will. I really don't like bulldozing businesses. Let's see. We could drop it right on the city limits, and now there's no space for that. Alright, that would require that I bulldoze only one building. Alright, let's put the crematorium in over there. Made everyone else really happy except for the person whose land was bought out. I'm sure they got a good price for that. So that's fine. Let's see, what else do we want going here? I think it's time for that other highway that I wanted. So that's going to be a massive construction project. Or we could go into this city. Well, let's go back and look at traffic. We've got a huge traffic problem over here with people trying to get off the highway. Let's fix this first. Let's fix all of our new city before we dive into dealing with the old city, which is a bit of a mess and has been for quite a while. Alright, so what's the problem here? These guys want to get off the highway, but then they hit this intersection. Let's see, where do they go? Getting off the highway, refined oil, they want to get into the industrial zone. So we could give the people going industrial their very own exit, and then dump them right into the industrial zone. That seems reasonable. We could relocate this park and maybe drop it over here for now. Right, let's do that. And then let's go and put down an off-ramp. Another off-ramp right over from here to here. Or maybe even anticipating when we actually extend this highway out from this side of the highway. Let's see, can I page this down? What's the problem here? Alright, so we'll start an off-ramp here. As page up 1. It could attach there, but that's not what I want going on. Page down, attach here. Wait. Why isn't this working like I want it to? Okay, so we curve off, we go down one level, cross this road. We try to cross this road. We demolish everything we've done. We start a little further back. Okay, and then we bring the level down slightly. There we go. Keep on going in this direction and start curving around. We cross the road, and we go right onto ground level. Can I sneak that underneath the highway here? Yes, I can. And then we'll go and connect right up to the industrial zone where all the stuff is needed. Let's see if that's going to work for us. So this should divert this current line of trucks. Everyone new coming in who wants to get into the industrial area, they could take this off-ramp and then join up with the rest of this area, I think. Still no takers on the new off-ramp. Alright, well, that's okay if we have a few useless off-ramps for now. It is quite a bit of road spaghetti. $11 passengers, 70 passengers. This jet plane isn't bad. I guess it's dropping off tourists or bringing home tourists. So they arrive with 70 and they leave with 23. Oh no, our population is decreasing. Opsifi spots some intersections that are creating backups. Do you mean this thing right here? That's definitely possible. What can I do about this? So these guys, there's really no reason for people to be on this road other than they're getting off the highway here. So, well, we can just bulldoze this off-ramp. Since people are insisting on getting off the highway here. And then they just merge in with this region here. We could give them... Well, where are all of these trucks trying to go? They are all trying to leave and reach the rest of the city here to get onto the highway. So maybe we can give these guys an on-ramp closer to where they are. Let's see. Is this gonna work? Drop one, maybe kill the commercial. Maybe coming out from here. Making a little weird U fork-shaped oil area turned out to be a bit of a bad idea. Alright, so let's try demolishing some of this stuff, and we'll just hook up like that and see if anyone will take this. I mean, all these trucks I think want to get on the highway. Oh yeah, so some of the trucks are taking that right now. That's good. And we might need to upgrade these guys to multi-lanes. See, maybe a 4-lane is probably enough. Space already occupied. Alright, we'll leave that be. Those trucks can wait for a little bit. We are diverting some of the traffic from this area. I guess these guys could have their own off-ramp. Or on-ramp. It does seem a little silly though. Okay, they're all coming from the train station. So, let's see. Let's move this park. We can move it to, say, maybe somewhere out of the pollution zone. We can give the park to these guys. And then we'll put in a road so that the people from the train station have some alternates. Space already occupied. Alright, so when they get off the train station, off of the cargo train, and they need to deliver stuff back here, they've got an alternate route now, which they should have had a while ago, but this is fine. Multiple ways to deliver stuff here. These trucks, if they want to get off the highway, they have to cross this intersection, which isn't the best. But it's not so bad now that we've put in relief around the back end. And P17 is endorsing one-ways, which I think is not legitimate advice. And yes, I think I am creating the most complex and intersections around. But the cars don't seem to mind. I mean, they don't seem to mind taking really sharp turns at high speed, or merging into blind corners, or anything like that. Alright, so actually this area is looking a lot nicer traffic-wise. Or maybe not. This area is still a bit of a disaster. Let's see. I mean, it's just the intersection that's a little red. It's not very red. No, I'm happy with that. So now let's try to clean up our rail problem. We'll start with the small problems before tackling the main city. What's the issue here? I haven't seen any trains use this bypass. Let's get rid of that. Ah, there we go. That might have been a coincidence, but that seemed to clear that up. Ah, yeah, it was just an unnecessary rail connection that was slowing them down. Alright, so those trains are running a little more smoothly now. We got something flashing red by the calendar. I'm not sure. Alright, so the trains are running a little better. We don't want the bulldozer tool. Let's cancel that. Let's follow this train around. This is a passenger train carrying almost no passengers. It's nice and speedy though. Ah, and it's not even one of ours. This guy just runs through town, doing nothing in particular. Passengers to Las Rico. And we're about to leave the city limits. Alright.